And now, me v Inou. So, without even going too far into his previous round, what do we know about Inou? Man, there's no way to talk about this without going into the weeds. But I have good advice against him and his Alisa. So, his strength, you know what, his weaknesses will make a lot more sense after I talk about his strengths. Very strong offensive pressure, flowcharts. Very strong defense. Like, he knows when to hold him, when to fold him, when to press, when not to press. He's tough to catch off guard on defense. He's good at just moving. Right? Very strong offense and very strong defense. So, like, if hypothetically he was godlike at both, where could you possibly hit him? And this is his biggest weakness, is he sucks when transitioning from offense to defense. Like, that is the biggest weakness I have to criticize with Inou. Because his offense is great. His defense is also great. But when he's shifting between offense and defense, right? So when he's on the offense and you block something hella minus and you poke him and push him back, he needs to reset before he goes into defense. When he is on defense, he has a very difficult time transitioning to offense without first landing a hit. Right? Like, he gets like mentally stuck. And I'll see if I could point it out during the set. So my game plan, though, is to try to keep him in that transitory state as much as possible, so that way I can play the worst version of Inou. Because if I can play him at his worst, I can win. If I have to play him at his best, I can very easily lose. In fact, it's remarkably difficult not to. And during his loser side run, it was impossible not to lose to him. There we go. And a bunch of stuff. Bravos, brackets, etc. Alright, see, he's on defense right now. And he used wall running too as a button. Ooh, that's such a sick combo. I don't care what anyone says. See, and even right there, he stayed on offense. So right here, start of round, right? He hard commits to defense, so do I. He has a difficult time right now transitioning from this to being in an offensive flow. Right? He's waiting on me to whiff something in his range. And unfortunately, his clunky button, like, this is a keep out button. Don't be confused. This is not him trying to start offense. This is him throwing out a hitbox to hit me trying to come in, right? He's using wall running 2 as a keep out button, which is a lot different than using it as a get in button. And now that he's in, right, he is not going to turn off offense, right? A down 3 into this, into not just blocking, but going for the high-risk duck launch on my jab, right? And at this point, he still hasn't transitioned back to defense. He is still in offense mode, which is where I need to be taking advantage of him. Right? Offensive move. Offensive move. Offense. Chainsaws for offense. Offense. That is me taking advantage of him being an offense. And then guaranteed hit. Yep. Right. He was unable to get that transition clean. Right now. He wasn't ready to go on offense, so he's mostly just doing big keep out buttons. Right. He's patient, which is great. That's a great strength to have, especially against me. I am currently just trying to catch him on his stagger times. This is why I'm dangerous. I didn't want to make him guess twice. And right now, I'm trying to catch some stepping. Because I know... man, I suck. And that's not the first time that's going to happen. This is something that I eat shit on quite a few times that I need to... Right? He does get up 3 into wall standing 4. He loves wall standing 4 into backdash into whiff punish. He loves that. He loves it so much. And his reactions were too slow for that to be something that he isn't practicing often. Right? Also, his guard breaks are really good. And he goes 1 into... Right? I don't know how I'm supposed to catch this. Alright, I caught this. Ooh. Got his timing on the wall running 2. Mid? Yeah. And we made him guess a 50-50. In this situation right here, after he blocks that, he has to guess between the low and the mid. There is not frames for him to do anything other than block. And the mid and the low come out in a timing that is unfuzzyable. I can mash one or the other. He ducked, he got hit. Right, you have to guess. It is not a very high reward option for me, but to close out a round, hey, 50% chance of killing you, and it's safe if you block either one. It's not a bad situation. Like, it's not a bad situation for me at all to close out a round. And then, what an arena. Right? Not much of an option. That second hit hit something that... Ooh. This is the second time that's happened. Cool. And he does the safe option to get up, which is unsafe. Ooh. Not an insane amount of damage. I want to make sure that I'm not about to get explosion walled, right? Look at this. My back is to explosion wall. I don't want to deal with that, so I'm just going to walk back to regular wall, and then I'll try to get out. This puts me center stage, and sure enough, after the throw break, he mashing. He catches a button. I got robbed. We can all agree on that. He's also doing a lot of the mid-high, I've noticed. It's such an interesting option. 1+2 would have caught that, huh? Ooh, I blocked it. Oh, one guess. Fuck, that's way more aggressive than I normally play. I can't believe I did so much stuff that would have lost to him mashing jab. But I did. I risked it all. Oh, launch. I missed it yet again. Yep, great punish. Yep, and he goes on the second. Oh, it all comes down to one guess. I was expecting a rage art. No reaction. He was probably trying to rage art, and that kills him. So, what happened? What happened indeed? Well. Oh, this is... Yeah, that was winners. Damn, he's good. So this is knowledge that I didn't really get to use yet. But I will. So I'm just going to stash that. Keep it up here. What did he need to do to win? Well, I can point it out later, but he needed to diversify his timing. Like, badly. If he did a bit more of that and wasn't so... He also needs to go low with his pressure. Let me low parry shit. Who cares? It's not a big deal. Because if I block Alisa's stuff, I don't get much off of it. She has so many lows that are effectively minus 12 for me, which is just a single kick punish. That's not optimal for me. She even has lows that you can't low parry because chainsaws are like weapons, so you lose access to the generic call out on lows. Later on, I'll try to call out some of those very lows with a button that beats lows, and his lows will just go under that button. It is a frustrating matchup for King. Add into all of that the fact that I'm not allowed to push buttons that much on account of how good her sidestep is. Ooh. It's bad times. So, anywho, first place in a tourney, hell yeah.